All right, you brilliant bunch. Welcome back to I Survived the 80s, where we remember when blackjacks were a penny, TVs had 4 channels, and adverts had more influence over us than our own teachers. Today, we're diving into a golden era of manipulation, UK commercials from the 1980s that totally brainwashed us. From cereal mascots that shouted at us, to toy ads that made us believe we could fly, these ads didn't just sell us stuff, they shaped our childhood. So grab your Bongo, fire up the VHS, and let's take a totally nostalgic look at the telly ads that owned us. Let's start with the most powerful marketing tool of them all, cereal ads. Every cereal in the 80s had its own universe, usually populated by manic cartoon mascots who acted like they were on a permanent sugar high. Ah yes, the Weetabix Gang. They weren't cute or cuddly, they were absolute hard nuts. Dressed like East End geezers in leather jackets, one of them literally growled, "If you know what's good for you, eat your Weetabix."
If you know what's good for you, Weetabix.
We didn't just eat it, we feared not eating it. Then you had Tony the Tiger, full of American bravado, screaming, "They're grit!" And we believed him. Frosties weren't just cornflakes with sugar. They were fuel for champions. Right.
You've got a tiger on your team.
Come on your bike, Tony.
Okay, champ, let's go.
Kellogg's Frosties turns a good breakfast into a great breakfast.
Come on, you're learning fast, Tony.
Sure, I took a crash course.
Kellogg's Frosties bring out the tiger in you.
And you.
Bicycles had all the fun, with glow-in-the-dark stickers and collectible spoons. Who cared if it was just sugar on sugar? There was a cartoon spaceman on the box. And let's not forget Sugar Puffs, with the one and only honey monster. This 7-foot fuzzy lad was chaos in yellow. "Tell him about the honey, Mummy." We didn't even question what he was, we just wanted his cereal. Saturday mornings meant one thing, cartoons, and a tidal wave of toy ads. Action Man wasn't just a toy, he was a one-man army. Now with eagle eyes and gripping hands, and somehow he was always parachuting into war zones, even though all you got was a flimsy plastic figure and maybe a rubber dinghy, if your parents splashed out. Cindy was the girl next door. British, elegant, and rocking a perm you could bounce a tennis ball off. She had a pink convertible and more outfits than Princess Di. If you were into magic and hairbrushes, My Little Pony was your jam. The ads promised a world of friendship and glittery fun. And if you were lucky, a matching plastic stable. And then there were computers. The ZX Spectrum, Commodore 64. Adverts made it look like you could run NASA from your bedroom. The reality? Waiting 10 minutes for Jet Set Willy to load off a cassette while it screamed static at you. But oh, the dream, the ads sold it. Snack time in the 80s was basically a marketing battlefield. Let's talk about Bongo. Bongo, they drink it in the Congo. That jingle? Elite tier brainwashing.
Way down in the middle of the Congo, we stuck a whiskey, I said, I call it
Libby's Um Bongo. High juice drink. Free. Artificial ingredients.
None of us knew what the drink actually tasted like, but we wanted it, because monkeys in the jungle made it, obviously. Whatsits, Quavers, Monster Munch, every ad zoomed in on some kid pulling a dramatic cheese-flavoured crunch face. And the cheese dust? That was a badge of honour. He rode in like a sugary cowboy, dishing out chocolate like a legend. Honestly, Milky Bars weren't even that nice, but if the kids said they were good, we obeyed. And let's not forget that tune. A jingle so catchy you're probably humming it right now.
Hey, look at that kid.
The Milky Bar kid is strong and tough, and only the best is good enough. The creamiest milk, the whitest bar, the good taste that's in Milky Bar.
These weren't just ads, they were cultural moments. So why did these commercials stick with us? Because they were loud, catchy, and completely bonkers. They had talking animals, singing vegetables, space warriors, and exploding cereal. They weren't just selling us products, they were selling us dreams. No subtlety, no irony, just pure high-octane 80s hype. They made us believe that cereal gave us superpowers, crisps made us cool, and plastic dolls lived full dramatic lives. And we absolutely loved it. So now it's your turn. What 80s had totally brainwashed you? Was it the Honey Monster? The Weetabix Gang? The ZX Spectrum voiceover guy pretending to be cool? Drop your faves in the comments, and if this tripped a nostalgic wire in your brain, give it a like, hit subscribe, and come back next week for more totally rad retro content. This has been I Survived the 80s, where the Milky Bars are always on us. Catch you next time.